everywhere. In Chicago, in Busoga, in Arua, in Masaka, in Lira, everywhere. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Redison TV poli wewale kubanga okyagoberera yonna gy'osinzira okubanga gy'otulabira kyokola kya mutawaana nnyo gwatambula naffe ku mukutu gaggadde ogwa Redison TV. Atannaba kubanga osubscribe nga kikole nga bulijjo, kwata wansi awo olaba ekigambo subscribe kikwateko, kwata kade aka notification ogenda kuba tomisinga nsonga yonna. Lyabadde ssanyu jereere lyabadde kuyisanya ekiro ekikeseza olunaku olwaleero. His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu yabadde mu kibuga oba akyali mu kibuga ekimanyiddwa nga Chicago eky'eggwanga erya United States of America. Nja kuwa ebyafaayo by'ekibuga ekyo nga ffe tutera okubanga ate tukola. Njagala kubanga nkuwa ebigambo bya His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu gwa mpuliriza. Oyinza okuba wabiwuliddeko, oyinza okuba tewabitegedde, naye nga bw'omanyi ffe wano ku mukutu ogwa Redison TV tetuleka bujulizi. Tetwagala ate olunaku olwaleero His Excellency ebigambo byayogedde ng'ali mu kibuga ekyo ng'ayogerako ne bannayuganda abali eyo mu kye baayise NUP Diaspora Chapter 2024. Saagala ate kubeera ng'ate mbeera omu ku abo abatagenda kuwa speech eyo nga His Excellency ayogerako oba ng'asanyukako wamu ne bannayuganda abali mu ggwanga erya United States of America naddala mu kibuga ekya Chicago ekya USA. His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu yabadde yayogedde ku bintu bingi nnyo. Wabula nga bwogenda okuwulira era nga bwogenda okulaba yatandise ne kye bayita a moment of silence oluvannyuma lw'abantu b'omu kiteezi, ate nga bano banneyibabe, ate nga bano yabakiikirirako ko mu parliament omulundi gwokka gwe yajja mu parliament mu kalulu aka by election ke yawangula ne margin eyandooza 100%. Tewali muntu n'omu yamuwonya. Mbwe yabadde atandika speech ye yatandise n'eyo moment of silence n'abeera nga ate agamba abantu bano tusooke tusiriikiriremu ku lw'abantu abafudde ekiteezi, era agugumbudde yalabudde n'okuba ne sekulabula yenna Yoweri Museveni n'amutegeeza ssebo abantu bano bafudde ku lulwo without proper waste management. That's why abantu b'omu kiteezi babadde basobodde okubanga basobola okwetaasa, wabula olw'okuba gavumenti tefaayo. Nakulaza akatambi awo gwampuliriza nga gavumenti mu kifo oba poliisi mu kifo ky'okusooka okutaasa baleese grade emu, kyokka nga yo grade emu ate yasoose kukola kkubo kumenya mayumba malamu, tibakola kkubo be bataasa bwe bagenda okuyita, naye ng'eri emu. Kitegeeza singa babadde bakola ekyo bandibadde baleeta eziwera oba oliawo ensonga neba nga ate etambula nga bweyina okuba nga etambula. Mukutu gwa Redison TV atanaba kuba nga osubscribe nga kikole, kirira wansi awo olaba ekigambo subscribe kikwateko, kwata kade ka notification nkuwe okwogera kwa His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ku mukutu ogwa Redison TV ngera bwe tutera okuba nga ate tukikola nga bulijjo gwatugoberera enkola yaffe ogimanyi. Ku nkomerero eya updates zino ngenda kujja n'obubaka bwammwe ababutaddeko mubeere nga mubiwuliriza. Mukutu gwa Redison TV kansoke mala okunywamu katono nnyo nkuleetera ebigambo bya His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Amanya n'eddoboozi Haji Abdu omusomi w'eddua. Nkola ku nsonga ez'enjawulo, emirimu nga gikutataganyeko, ebyenfuna byo nga bidobonkanye, ne oba oli bweru wa ggwanga emirimu gya kucankalanako. Jangu kusomere ku ddua okubeda nedda eddua zaabaawo, eddua zisomebwa omuntu n'oterezebwa mu mbeera yonna ebadde kwesibyeko akanyaga. Nina ekyoto kye nsobola okukumira wadde oli bweru wa ggwanga nga toli kumpi wano n'ofuna omukisa ogwo nawe n'osomerwako ku ddua nga nkuteddeko n'akabaani. Allah ajja kukusaasira, ajja kwanukula. Kuba ku namba yange y'essimu 0752 44 71 56 ne ku WhatsApp kwendi mpereza obubaka sobole okuyamba. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
People power! People power! Our power! NUP! Everywhere! In Chicago! In Busoga! In Arua! In Masaka! In Lira! Everywhere! Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy President. I'm humbled by your introduction. Very, very, very powerful. Thank you very much, Madam Deputy. Comrades, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ugandans, friends of Uganda in a very, very special way. The professionals, the dissidents, Ugandans that love Uganda, that decided not to relax and enjoy the comfort of America, but to use all your time, resources, and ability to fight for the freedom and rights of those that are home. I salute you today. And before I go any further, allow me again to ask you all to stand and we pay respect. Just this morning back home, there was a very big, unfortunate occurrence. Like SG has mentioned, so far they've only counted 12, but they're still counting. Many of our people in my constituency, Chadondo East, just about 1.5 kilometers from my house, our fellow citizens have been buried in garbage. I want to request us to observe a moment of silence for them. May their souls rest in eternal peace. And may they get justice. Please take your seats. Like Comrade Rubian likes to mention it, and I agree with him, that everything that goes wrong in our country is because of Museveni, it's because of misgovernance. Imagine losing your people because of lack of a waste management plan. Museveni killed those people. Because he was in Chitezi a short while ago. Not to see how people are doing, but to ensure that his land grabbers are protected. He protected Chichoncho in Chitezi after grabbing people's land and evicting them. And up to now, there's not been injustice or resettlement. In the same place, this has happened. And I believe it continues to happen everywhere in the country. But that's it. And it continues to happen. That's why we are here. That's why we shall not stop this fight. Comrades, this afternoon, I'll be brief. I've been asked to break down our core values or what we believe in. That's my passion. I always want to be understood. It is important to note that in most of my communications, I try to ensure that I break down what we are about. Because people ask, even my old friends ask, in the ghetto they ask, Obi, what are you about? Many of my old friends with whom we used to have our long dreads, with whom we used to enjoy our music, some don't understand me. He said, what are you guys up to? Bobby, you're the same person that used to tell us that politics is dirty. Why are you then in politics? You people put on the berets, we like it. When we chat, we like it. When we show up in a place, we like it because people gravitate to you. Some come to us because of the music. Others come to us because so many people follow us. But what is it that we are about? I'm glad that in these few minutes, that's what I'm requested to break down for you and those watching us from home. First of all, who are we here? In this convention, there's the UNA convention. For all the years we used to come to America for the convention, which convention I later understood that it was to discuss issues of Ugandans living in North America. Although, in many ways, it's a socializing event. You meet, you have fun, You live in different states in America, living in different states is like living in different countries. So that is once a year, an event of coming together. Is it why we are here? So who are we? In my view, ladies and gentlemen, we can break that down in many ways. But in my simple English, we are Ugandans or friends of Uganda from different backgrounds, different mindsets, different genders, different beliefs, different tribes, different religions, but with common pains and common aspirations. The pain of our country, of our people, the pain of misrule and mismanagement, the pain of dictatorship, that's our common pain. Many of us have their personal issues. Oh, they killed my father, they killed my relatives, they evicted me from my land, but all those are pain, those are the injustices. And we share beliefs and hopes of a new Uganda, which new Uganda has been very ably broken down by our Secretary General. So we are Ugandans from different backgrounds, but with common dreams of a new Uganda. What do we want? What do we want? Somebody sees you came from prison yesterday, but today you're again agitating for change. What do you want? We want to remove Museveni. We want to remove a dictator. We should never be unclear about that. We want to remove the dictator who is the impediment to our progress as a country. To have a new Uganda. We want to remove the gang of thieves, of plunderers that took over our country 38 years ago. That is what we want. That is our main mission right now. It is not the ultimate. It is not the end in itself, but it is the first step. Because in Uganda, you cannot do anything unless if you remove the impediment, then start afresh to build a new country. So that is what we want. Twagala kuja kwa Museveni, tulibayekera. Mwanya bamutya, nezeze limuyekera. Tenchwaga yezeze kulira abayekera, ndenisa abayekera. The only difference ntife tuyekera Museveni mu mateeka. That's right. Buli kimu tukikola mu mateeka. The other difference is we are not violent. We are not criminals. No. At least we've not gone there yet. And we hope that we are not pushed there. Because while we believe in non-violence, family, I've said it many times that I'm worried that a time will come when I cannot stop those that want to free themselves by any means necessary. So that's what we are about. After removing Museveni, what do we want to replace him with? I believe you attentively listened to Comrade David Lewis, and that's exactly what we want to bring. The new Uganda, he has broken down what we want to replace Museveni's failed system with. That is the new Uganda that we want to bring. Now finally, what do we believe in? What are our core values? Because what you believe in is what you are. What you believe in is exactly what you are. So what we believe in, ladies and gentlemen, these are our core values. They are 6. And they go as follows. Discipline, that's number 1. Reliability, that's number 2. Integrity, that's number 3. Inclusiveness, that's number 4. Patriotism, that's number 5. And service, that's number 6. So what do we mean when we say discipline? When I was growing up, discipline meant stopping every time you see an elder and greeting them. Discipline meant sitting well while you're eating food. As a matter of fact, in our family, discipline meant not eating with the left, eating with the right. Discipline meant not making sound when you're eating. Is that what we mean when we say discipline? With the People Power Movement and the National Unity Platform, discipline is wider than that. Friends, many of us, if not all of us, are not under anybody's house or anybody's control. So, what is discipline to us? According to me, discipline, number one, discipline is the ability to control yourself, to control one's behavior, and to be able to control one's conduct. Discipline is not doing something even when you can do it. Discipline is not drinking and getting drunk even when you can afford to do it. To the men, discipline means not humanizing even when you're very handsome or beautiful. Discipline means self-control, sacrificing a little for the greater good. Discipline, ladies and gentlemen, means respect for oneself and for others. And that respect for others, I must emphasize, respect for others, especially where and when you disagree. That is discipline. Discipline means taming oneself, sacrificing your ego. That discipline is a very important element in every struggle. And we've been taught from time immemorial that any revolution without discipline is dead. So if we don't have that discipline, we are finished. I always communicate to our friends, especially young people, that we have a duty to be disciplined and to show that discipline to the population, to those that watch us. Because the way we conduct ourselves is certainly going to be the way that people interpret us. But this is a message I've been giving, especially most of our bloggers. I call them our bloggers, not because we control them, but because many of them speak for the people of Uganda. But again, the ability to conduct ourselves by a certain standard, that is discipline. Because we can't hold them accountable. Many people have castigated us, even when some bloggers speak out there. Blogger agenda nayo ebibye oba politician amunyeziza oba mukulembeza amunyeziza namuwemulirawo. Discipline means obutawumula ne bw'oba ng'osobola okuwemula nga tewali ayina kyakugambye. Discipline means controlling your anger, even when it gives you satisfaction when you explode. Discipline kitegeeza kukkiriziganya ne banno nti abanaye bagambye tutambule bwe tuti omulamwa waffe gubeere ku Uganda guleme kubeera gwa kulumbagana na kuwalalira abantu betulowooza oba betulaba nti batulwanyisa. That is discipline. And so we believe that in a new Uganda we must have that discipline. Part of the problem in our country is that there is no discipline. Even in institutions where there should be the highest level of discipline, the military and police, there is zero discipline. No wonder the soldiers of Uganda, the police officers, are raping young boys in detention. So, let what is happening in our country, yes, I didn't make a mistake. The police officers in Uganda are raping young boys in custody. So I'm saying we must teach it to ourselves. We're not just going to learn it when we get there. We would be deceiving ourselves. You cannot give what you don't have. So we should have it now. So when we get to Uganda, in Pia, the Pia Bakulembeze, I will have a son. Number two is reliability. Reliability in Uganda, Bwesigwa? No, that's not Bwesigwa. Reliability, we should be people to rely on. Obwesigwa. So, reliability to the people of Uganda will mean dependability. We should be people that the people can depend on. And we can only confirm that to our people, not through our words, no, but through our actions. We should be able to win public trust and public confidence. We can only do that by demonstrating consistency, so that people know that because of the way we conducted ourselves yesterday and today, we will conduct ourselves tomorrow. We cannot be saying one thing today and another thing tomorrow, standing for one value today and another value tomorrow. Mandela told us that any man that changes his position depending on who he's dealing with, that's not a person that can lead the country. So we cannot be standing for justice today and injustice tomorrow, or the other way around. Then we won't be reliable. People won't rely on us. So we believe in having trust, public trust and public confidence in a new Uganda. That is what is going to make us leaders worth our name. Number three is integrity. Obwesimbu. This is something that is lacking in Uganda, not only in the political class, very unfortunately, even within the elders, very, very unfortunately, even within religious leaders. You saw a bishop from Gomba, never achieved Gomba. Yehova akunamira kabaka, ne mama ne bamufula RDC, Yehova bishop. You saw a bishop asking for a car from General Museveni and promising him work for him in the next election. So the integrity has, faded away. We need to resurrect it. We as a national unity platform, we believe in integrity, we believe in Obwesimbu. And our kind of integrity, ladies and gentlemen, means holding oneself accountable. You yourself, over time you've been told that integrity is doing the right thing, even when nobody is watching you. So for Obwesimbu, eri abantu baffe, but most importantly, on the values that we stand for, what we believe in as people, doing the right thing even when we are alone, doing the right thing even under challenging circumstances, standing for values even when you're facing your own friend, your own relative, and those that are expected to get along with it. That is what is wrong with our country, where you find Museveni holding the likes of, who is this guy that ran against him? No. I even forget the names. No, not Mbabasi, in the recent election. Tumukunde, you hold Tumukunde accountable and you court-martial him, but Muhoozi does the same thing and gets away with it. So that should be different in the new Uganda. If we say this is what we believe in, all of us are going to be held by the same standards. That is what is going to make people believe that indeed we are people to be trusted, we are people worth the word integrity. Most importantly, friends, integrity should mean to all of us standing by strong moral principles. kyebayita obwesimbu. Unfortunately, integrity is down, like I said, across the country. But we should believe that we can resurrect it. We should look at examples across the world. We are not short of examples. Number 4, ladies and gentlemen, and this is very important, is inclusiveness. Now, like I said in the beginning, we are Ugandans that come from different walks of life. We have farmers, we have lawyers here, we have teachers there. We have men, we have women, we have children. We have different backgrounds, different walks of life. In the new Uganda, everybody must matter. Every view must matter. Every belief must matter. That's the only way we are going to claim, and rightly so, that we're working for Ugandans, all Ugandans. There shouldn't be first-class Ugandans and second-class Ugandans. We shouldn't be comfortable because the majority is comfortable. Our Secretary General mentioned it, that Obote is unfamously quoted saying we shall not wait for Karamoja to develop. I'm here to tell you that we shall develop together with Karamoja. We shall move with the disabled people. And if they are slow, we are all going to be slow until we can push them to go fast on the same pace with us. We are going to have the same standards. Those are going to be open for both boys and girls, men and women. Everybody is going to be included. We are going to hold hands with everybody and jump the bridge together. We are going to include everybody, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we believe in. We are going to have equality and equity. We are going to be equal. Whether you are physically disabled or not, Uganda is going to be for all of us. Everybody will be included. A very simple example is that you're not going to find a building in a new Uganda that does not have a ramp. You're not going to have, facilities that don't cater for other people. We believe in that, but we must demonstrate that. That's a value that we believe. Because one person, one Ugandan to be left behind, that is too many Ugandans to be left behind. We shall strive to involve a wide range of ideas, like I said, of views and perspectives. Tribes, religions, beliefs, genders, ages, etc. must and will all be represented in a new Uganda. In a new Uganda, every view will matter. That's what we believe in. We are going to include everyone. That's the only way you can take a nation forward. Number 5, friends, this is patriotism. And we don't mean this patriotism of Museveni that is being sung. Patriotism, in simple terms, is love of one's country. But what is a country? Because we view our country different from the way Museveni views it. Museveni views a personal property. And all of us are like his livestock. But when we see our country, when we view our country, we see home. And we see fellow citizens. And we believe in love for our country. Omoyo gwanga. Ate gwanga bebantu. Because one might ask, what country? Patriotism to us means, a people-centered mindset. You cannot claim to be patriotic when we're talking about an unfree country. We talk about patriotism meaning a free country.
Yes, webali kubanga okyaliko kyagoberera okwogera kwa His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu kyensobodde okuwaako kyekyo ataasobodde kubanga obeerako kiro ekikeseza olunaku olwaleero. His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu yayogeddeko eri bannayuganda abasangibwa mu ggwanga erya United States of America nga bwe nkugambye, naddala mu kibuga ekimanyiddwa nga Chicago. Eyabaddeko wabirabye ate abaddeko kino kye tukola tujja ate naawe ne tuba nga ate tukutegeeza ensonga nga bwe zaatambudde. Mukutu gwa Red Zone TV atanaba kubanga osubscribe nga kikole tubeere nga tutambula ffenna. Genda olaba ekigalo kituwe olaikinge kubanga gy'okoma okulaikinga information aba ogiyambako okubanga ate etambula okusinga okusharinga. Abataddeko obubaka bwammwe mawulire ge twasembyeyo okubanga tukuwa mbeebaza nnyo newankubadde nga leero twafunyeyo obubaka butono. Yenna Mutebi Masituula webale kubanga kwoli message yatuuse, naye bali Caroline webale kubanga naye wabaddeko message yo yatuuse. Abamu mwataddeko message naye temwataddeko mannya. Nangobi Joyce webale kubanga gy'oli yonna gy'osinza okubanga gy'otulabira message yo yatuuse. Twebaza abatugoberera. Nabukenya Maureen webale kubanga naawe obeerako. Rose Nambusi ogamba otya webale kubanga naawe kwoli message yo yatuuse. Nalubo wa Shakira webale kubanga obeerako message yatuuse. Nassali Jeni webale kubanga obeerako naawe message yo yatuuse. Mukutu gwa Red Zone TV Sebambulire Patrick Nzembe mabega w'omuzindaalo okutuusaako ebiba bigenda mu maaso mu ggwanga erya Uganda. Njagala kubanga ate nkuddiza ebigambo bya His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu then oluvannyuma nzije tubeere nga ate tweyongera. Red Zone TV kwoli Sebambulire Patrick Nzembe era ngawo nga nkutuusako obubaka ate ne tuba nga tutambula ffenna. Ate na subscribe nga kikole obeere nga ate tomisinga nsonga yonna.
Just as rich as any other American. You are as rich as Bill Gates in America when you leave your poverty in your house. You walk on good roads, you go to good hospitals, etc. But in a country where leaders are not patriotic, in a country that is mismanaged like Uganda, even when you're so rich, your wealth ends in your house. You get out, you're just as poor as Eddie Mutu. The bad roads are going to affect you equally. The insecurity is going to affect you equally. So for us, patriotism is love, practical love for the country. And people that love their countries do good for their countries. And countries are not just territories. Countries are citizens. Countries are people. Finally, on our values, ladies and gentlemen, number 6 is service. Service of Weza. And that begins by the kind of leadership that we believe in. Servant leadership, where leaders are servants, they are workers, and citizens are the bosses. And that is supposed to be clear and evident. Because these are the people that we go to. We sing for them. You find politicians dancing for people, even those that despise dancing or singing. You'll find them going to bars even when they are Muslims. They smile even when they are angry because they want to appease people. But it should end only in elections. People should be bosses all through. Of course, I always tell people that that is not going to come on a silver platter. You must demand it. But as people, as leaders in the National Unity Platform, service is very important, but it must begin with the leaders being servant leaders. Of course, that service cannot come without a sense of answerability and accountability. Without a sense of knowledge that, we must show value for taxpayers' money. Service comes from the word serve or kuweza. And not only serving is not coming and, speaking on behalf of people and walking away. No. Service means putting things in place. things that are paid for. People pay taxes, and those taxes are supposed to offer services to those people, and we're supposed to be accountable to those people. So that is something that we strongly believe in. Of course, it includes humility, it includes humbleness, it includes listening to the people that we serve. Like I said, it includes accountability and answerability. Why else would be people paying taxes? Why else would people be paying politicians to serve them? So we strongly believe that service there must be by the citizens access to public resources, access to justice. Not this business of not this business of going to police. You pay taxes, but you go to police and you have to pay a police officer to come and apprehend the criminal.